Hello, hello, and welcome to the Mindset with Mary podcast, which is actually soon to be changing. I am thrilled to have a name change coming, and at the same time, there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to leave this space because I loved the Mindset with Mary space. But it's time. I've been feeling the shift for a long time, and I actually did a meditation a couple months ago, and I kept asking why has this felt so off for so long? And what came through for me was that Mindset with Mary was never meant to be aligned. It was just to call in the people and to be the stepping stone for your next level. And I thought that that kind of meant that the name needed to stay because I would be calling in the people who are literally like on the internet searching mindset, right? And so I've had this fear of shifting away from Mindset with Mary into something a little bit different with the podcast because I want it to be SEO friendly so that when people are searching mindset, Mindset with Mary comes to the top of the charts. And over the last year, something I've recognized is that my episodes that are less SEO friendly are actually the ones that have been more popular. Now, don't get me wrong, I put keywords in the description and all of the things, but ultimately, the ones that have reached more people, the ones that people have um, engaged with are the ones in which I allow myself to speak freely. I allow the title to be what it is. And it's crazy because we live in a world where everyone's like, we got to do SEO, we've got to follow all these rules. And there's a part of me that wants to stay there. And then there's also this part of me that's like, that's what's holding you back right now. And I did a breathwork session on the 29th, a New Year's breathwork session with my girl, Ashley Lund. If you guys don't know her, oh my gosh, you have got to go and follow her. It's at the Grounded Ascension on Instagram. Go follow her. Go check out her website, groundedascension.com. I will leave the link in the show notes. I did a breathwork session. It was a community group session. And in that session, I just it was weird. It's like I usually have like a lot of in my breathworks. I see a lot of pictures and visions and all of these things, but this time I didn't. I was kind of just like with myself in my brain, and I kept getting this just you don't want to breathe today. You just want to like sit there and just like receive this energy, receive. And then I kind of had this like feeling of guilt, and I was like, but I should be working. I need to be working. And it's like, no, Mary, you need to just like sit still for a minute, and it's okay if you don't breathe. So I like turned off the camera so that no one could see that I wasn't breathing. And I just sat there and received, and I just allowed these messages to come through. And over the last few days, it was like, Mary, it's time to step into this new level. It's time to alchemize. It's time to rise. It's time to transform into the person you know you've been being called to for so long. And so the podcast name is changing, and I am so excited, and just stay tuned because it's coming. Okay, today what I want to talk about is why I'm not setting New Year's resolutions, which is a little scary for me to show up and share because I'm not like, and if you guys know me, like New Year's resolutions is something that I've done every single year just because I love I love fresh beginnings, new starts. It's like this energy of the new start, like helps me get motivated to go after the things that I want. And so this year, when it came to like, okay, well, the new year's coming, I want to set some new goals. I want to like talk about the things that I want to bring in, things that I want to let go of. Not a lot came up for me. Like nothing was resonating. I just was like, I'm not feeling it this year. Like I have no desire to set New Year's resolutions. And my the first thought that went through my brain is like, what's wrong with me? Why don't I want to set a New Year's resolution? This is your thing. This is what you like to do. And even yesterday, my daughter was asking me, like, why are you not going out on New Year's? And I was like, I just don't feel like it. Like, we want to go to bed. And she's like, isn't that like a mystical thing, like like that's like a you thing. And I was like, yeah, you're right, it is, but I just don't feel like it this year. Like I don't have it in me. We just decided we wanted to like stay home and rest and recover from the holiday, and it was honestly the greatest New Year's Eve I've ever had in my life. Um anyways, so my first thought is like, what's wrong with you? And I kind of sat with that for a minute, and I realized after like pondering on this that the reason is that there's nothing wrong with me, first of all, is that I just don't need to set New Year's resolutions anymore. When I have a goal that I want to set throughout the year, I usually set it. The things that I feel called to step forward to come when they come, and I step forward to them. And I have really built that self trust over the last few years to really like not have to use the motivation of the New Year's, of a new beginning, of the new month, of the new moon to get the motivation to set a goal, if that makes sense. And if you're like, you're setting a New Year's resolution, please don't like listen to this and think that there's something wrong with you just because I'm choosing not to do it and you are. Like, please, like, don't take this information and go and like twist it and make yourself like feel bad or guilty or anything like that. This is just something for me. Like, it doesn't resonate with me anymore. And so I'm choosing to not set New Year's resolutions. I'm choosing not to set goals. There are a couple things that came to mind as I was like eating dinner with my family yesterday. I want to slow down a little bit when it comes to like drinking alcohol and having a glass of wine and not just like chugging it at dinner instead of, like there's those things where I just want to slow down and enjoy the little moments. And that kind of came to mind. But I don't feel like I need to set some big New Year's resolution. I just know that that's what I want to do. And because I've been doing the work, because I now trust myself to follow through with the things that, and the goals that I've set, I don't feel like I need this massive like celebration just to take that on. I feel like the celebration comes after when I'm like, hey, I did that. And ceremony is great. So again, like don't let this like stray you from studying them. It's just the things that is kind of coming up for me. Okay, so I kind of already explained like the direction with my goals and like when they come. But the biggest thing and the biggest reason why I'm not is because I'm practicing devotion, not discipline. And there's really nothing wrong with discipline. Sometimes I need discipline to create new habits, to be able to follow through with the things that I need to do. But devotion for me has been a game changer when it comes to like these soul level desires, the things that I know that I truly want, not just want because society's like, this is what you should want, like the things that I know that my heart is calling me to, like my big three, which are my family, my soul assignment, and my health. Those are the things. Like I am devoted to those three things no matter what for the rest of my life. I don't need to be in the hustle like culture mindset. I don't need to do the whole 75 hard to create those habits anymore because I've learned compassion, because I've learned and have seen and have meditated on the vision, and the vision itself is pulling me forward, and I am devoted to that because I want more of that in my life, right? And so because I'm devoted, it's much different. It's it doesn't need the motivation. It doesn't need somebody else to do it with me. It doesn't need, basically it just doesn't need anything. It's self-trust. It's, I don't know. Let me try to explain this in a way that hopefully makes sense. So I used to be super obsessed over my weight. Like it was like, okay, New Year's coming. By February 28th, I am going to weigh this much. and I would have it dead set in my head. And year after year, I would fail over and over and over again. And I would get discouraged over and over and over again. And I would obsess and obsess. I spent like literally probably like 25 years of my life stressing about my weight because it came early because I was one of those girls that just like matured early, and I started to gain weight before like most of my friends because I don't know, my body matured quick. Anyways, I obsessed over that for so long. And I remember one day I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, this is not what my 90-year-old self wants for me. And this is not what my 9-year-old self wants for me. And it was in that moment I was like, oh my gosh, okay, that makes so much sense why this hasn't like clicked yet. Because this is not the point. The point is not to lose the weight. The point is the health. Like, it's not about the weight. And don't get me wrong, like, I am all for like wanting physical things. We exist in 4 different layers. We exist mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. We deserve to also like get the physical reality and the things that we want. The things that we truly want on a soul level are there to teach us who we are meant to become in the process. I think Hal Elrod says this, it's not about the goal, it's about who we become in the process. We have these soul level desires, and it's this craving for the abs that drives us to start making habits that create a healthy lifestyle. It's just a lot of times in our society, we've been taught to do it from a place of hustle and I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, versus like this compassion, this devotion, this self-love. Like I'm going to show up and I'm going to eat better because I love myself. And when I go out to dinner with my family, oh, I'm going to eat a giant juicy burger and I'm going to love every minute of it because my soul wants to experience that. And that's what changed everything for me. I spent 25 years of my life trying to get to this certain weight. And then I finally hit it when I like let go and disconnected from it. And so that's why I'm not setting New Year's resolutions, because when the new goal comes, when whatever it is that I meant to step into comes, even if I'm scared to do it, it's going to be from a place of devotion. Because when you're connected to soul source, when you're connected to your higher power, you know the purpose it serves. And it's devotion. It's devotion to the purpose and why you came here in the first place and the things that you came here to experience. The reason you want the abs is because you came here to experience a happy, healthy life. The abs are just the physical reality and the printout of the inner work that we do. And if the inner work is coming from criticism, from lack, from unworthiness, on the other side of that is going to be consistently getting the results from a place of hustle and never feeling content with where you are. That's why people will get to one goal and then they're like, okay, well, now I've hit 5K, then I need to hit 10K, and still never feel enough. It's because the inner work needs to happen first. When you do the inner work, when you learn to love yourself for who you are, and you see that goals that are sustainable and maintainable long term are the ones that come from compassion, self-worth, and self-love. So that's really why I am not. And then another reason why is because I feel like the New Year's resolution is not from a place of worth. It's much more of the hustle culture. It's much more of the hate yourself into getting the goal, right? Versus this sacred ceremony. Every goal deserves a sacred ceremony. Every goal deserves to be honored, to be recognized, to be witnessed, to see the shadow, to see the light, and to just really just hold space for it so that you can see very clearly the direction that you need to take and set the intentions from a place of disconnect from society, from a place of disconnect from these are the things that my parents want for me, or these are the things that society says I should want. And that is then when it becomes like much more, again, back to the devotion, much more sacred, much more divine, much more devoted. So, okay, that's what I have for you. Short, simple, and sweet. I just wanted to share with you why I am not setting New Year's resolutions, in case there's anyone out there who is like, why am I feeling this too? You're not alone. I'm here with you. I'm super surprised this year, and at the same time, there's kind of like this wash over my body that's like, you're just stepping into this next level. It's okay if you don't set the New Year's resolutions, because it doesn't mean that you're not going to step into the next level this year. It doesn't mean that this year is not going to like get better for you or anything like that. It just means that goals are different now for you. You see them in long term. You see them in enjoying the process. You see them in accepting where you are. And through that acceptance of where you are, it's just easier to magnetically attract the things. So that's what I have for you today. If you are listening on Instagram, make sure you go follow the podcast, whether that be on Spotify, it's also on Apple, and it also uploads to YouTube. So you can go find me at Mindset with Mary. That will be changing shortly. I think and I'm not going to tell you the title yet, because I'm going to put that through my emotional authority. If you guys know human design, I am an emotional authority, which means that when making decisions, I don't make them from a place of extreme excitement. I don't make them from a place of, down in the dumps. If it goes through the highs and the lows and it's still a yes in the neutral space, then I move forward with it. And right now I'm just like super excited about it and scared. And so I want to let my emotions settle. Go for a walk, meditate on it. It might take a couple days and then I'll share. But I think my at sign is just going to go back to my name, at Mary Jo Rember. We'll see if that lasts. But if you're listening to this and it has changed, hopefully I remember to come back and change it. But yeah, hey, that's what I have for you guys today. I tried again to record this and do a live on Instagram, so fingers crossed it actually worked. If you're watching me on Instagram, again, make sure you go follow the podcast. And the reason why you want to do this is because I'm doing a giveaway this next month. And the giveaway is a 3-session deep dive into your human design to help you really align with your soul strategy and stop like putting yourself on the back burner because you're tired of the hustle culture. This is what happened to me for so long. I found myself like being so good at reaching my goals and then like burning out and then just like giving up, burning out and then giving up. And then just like struggling to reach any goal after that for so long, because I was like, I don't want to live in hustle anymore. So if you're feeling that, what these sessions will do for you is really help you live in your design so that you're actually following the process that works for you versus what everyone else says. Here's your strategy. This is a strategy that works for me. We really aren't one size fits all type of people. So what you need to do to enter into this giveaway, go leave a rating review. Tell us what resonated, what helped you, and why somebody else should listen to this podcast. So leave a 5-star rating and review, and then tell everyone why they should listen. So that's how you get entered in. And then, of course, make sure you like screenshot that and send it to me. Do mindsetwithmary@gmail.com, or you can send it to me via Instagram at mindsetwithmary. Okay, I love you with my whole heart and soul. Mwah. Okay, bye.